Hello everyone, welcome back to Lucky Loaders 15, where I'll be giving you my Lucky 15 predictions for tomorrow's horse racing. Just a reflection on what happened in today's selections. Absolutely rubbish. Nowhere near today. No places, no wins. It was a shocking day. We were close with one or two horses. By the boardwalk, finished third. Benny's King was definitely in with a chance coming towards the home turn and winning that race, and also River of Intrigue travelled quite well around Ludlow in the lucky last, but he wasn't able to come home for us today. And New Baltic never turned up today, so very disappointing day today. That's the first disappointing day we've ever had on the channel here. We've always had at least a place or a win, so yeah, that is really disappointing. But I'm going to make some predictions for tomorrow's horse racing. There's not a lot of racing tomorrow, just one national hunt meeting at Kempton and the weather Southwell. There was going to be another meeting at Newton Abbot, but that's been postponed because apparently of heavy rain, but I'm not sure how. I know there might have been some showers over the weekend on Saturday, but it's been lovely weather the last few days, so yeah, a bit strange on why that one was called off, but there we go. Tomorrow's just going to be a normal Lucky 15 because, like I say, there's only 2 race meetings tomorrow, and most of the races are quite lacking a lot of horses because we've got Aintree coming up at the end of the week and the National Hunt side anyway, and a lot of them are short price. So we're actually going to be making a couple of flat predictions in the Lucky 15. So that's our first flat predictions, and we'll get stuck in. So it's just a normal Lucky 15 tomorrow. And our first selection runs in the 2 o'clock at Kempton, and there's a horse called New Millennium, who's 7-1 in the market. He's currently trained by Phil Hobbs and will be ridden by the champion jockey Richard Johnson. This horse is 7-1 in the market. This horse ran on its stable debut last time out at Ludlow, where it finished 6th out of 12. In that race, the horse that won was Master Blue Eyes, who went on to run actually quite a good race at Kempton after that, and a lot of pundits were tipping it to do alright at Cheltenham. It didn't run amazing at Cheltenham, but it didn't disgrace itself, so that wasn't a bad type of horse. This horse, New Millennium, wasn't a million miles away behind that, and also before he joined Phil Hobbs' yard, towards the end of last year, he was racing in Ireland and was owned by an Irish trainer. And in that race, it came third to a horse called Land and Hope of Glory, who's rated to be a really good prospect in Ireland and is a good horse who's won a couple of times over there. And that horse also ran at Cheltenham and was tipped in one of our first vlogs on the channel. So, and he didn't do too bad at Cheltenham. He came in the top 5 in that race that we selected him in, and he wasn't beaten a million miles out either. He was only within about 4 or 5 lengths of the winner. So this horse, New Millennium, looks like it's not a bad type on pedigree and is quite interesting. So at 7-1, I definitely think he's worth a punt tomorrow in the context of things with the horses that are running tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to go for him as our first pick tomorrow, New Millennium. Our second pick tomorrow is running in the 2:30 at Kempton, and my favourite horse is running tomorrow, Jimmy the Jetplane. I absolutely love this horse. I don't know why, but it was one of the first horses that this season that really caught my eye, as he's been a really consistent performer, and I just love the name Jimmy the Jetplane. I don't know why, but yeah, he's running in 2:30 Kempton tomorrow, and he's trained by Kim Bailey, who had a winner today, and will be ridden by David Bass, who's quite a good jockey. This horse is prefers the good ground, and with the dry weather over the last week or so, a lot of the ground is now becoming good and is not getting like the winter heavy and soft ground that we get in the winter and the early spring. So yeah, so that will definitely play in his favour tomorrow. Also tomorrow it's quite a small field in that race. There's only 5 runners, and last time Jimmy the Jetplane won, which was in the autumn, it ran in a small field, and then after that run, it ran in another small field and only just got pipped. and since then it's ran in some bigger field sizes, so I think this horse will do well being back in a much smaller race. So yeah, he's currently 5-2 in the market. He's not the favourite, but I think he'll put in a good performance tomorrow, and he should definitely be in the mix. So yeah, I'm backing Jimmy the Jetplane tomorrow at 5-2 in the 2:30 at Kempton. Our third pick in our Lucky 15 tomorrow runs in the 3:50 at Southwell on the all-weather, and this is going to be our first pick on the flat. This horse is General Tufto, who's trained by Charles Smith and will be ridden by Joey Haynes. This horse and jockey combination have a really good partnership together, and towards the end of last year, General Tufto ran on his 100th start, and he actually won that race. I actually backed him that day, and it was a really good day, because not many horses get to race on 100 races, so that was a really good day, that was. But General Tufto, since that run, he's run at Southwell lots of times. It's his favourite track, and he's been really consistent. He's been in the places so many times. He's had quite a few seconds, and he had a third as well. So he's been really consistent, but he's just never got quite home. He's often he's a horse that tends to travel at the back a lot of the races, and then he comes good towards the end. But I think he's definitely got a chance tomorrow, and he's got a good price at 7-1 currently. And I definitely think he's worth a punt at that, kind of, with his consistent form of late, and hopefully, if there's nothing that's going to be an improver tomorrow, because it doesn't look like there's a lot of great horses in the race, he should definitely be in with a chance. So hopefully he'll come in and give us our first winner on the flat tomorrow. That's General Tufto. Our last horse tomorrow is running in the 5:20 at Southwell, and is a horse called Eurato. This horse is trained by Steve Gollins and will be ridden by a jockey called Finley Marsh. He will be able to use his £7 jockey claim in this race. This horse was a course and distance winner last time out, and he's currently 5-2 in the market. He runs a lot of his races at this sort of distance, and he has a particular liking for the track, so there's a lot of good positives and pluses about this horse. Also as well, the handicapper hasn't been too harsh for the last time out win. He's only raised him £2, which doesn't seem a lot for this horse. And also the other horses in the race, they don't maybe have the cutting edge and the experience and the liking for Southwell as this horse does. So I'm going with Eurato as our last pick in our Lucky 15 tomorrow. But if you've got any horses that you think will run well tomorrow, or think my selections aren't very good and you've got some others, leave your comments in the comments box below. We've also got Aintree coming up this week. We've got 3 good days of National Hunt racing on Thursday, Friday and Saturday, with Saturday being the big one in the Grand National. We'll definitely be going through the runners and their chances for the Grand National in a big special vlog on Friday night. But yeah, that's what's going on in Lucky Loaders world. If you want more vlogs, subscribe, gamble responsibly, and I'll see you soon.